was 22 years old. All my friends were moving to New York, and Philadelphia, Washington, D.C., Chicago, and I moved to Clarksburg, West Virginia, and no one knew where it was. No one could pick it on a map. I didn't know what I was doing. I made no money, could not pay my bills, but it was all to do this job. I loved this job. I actually had to probably let go of some of my goals or some of these things that I had decided were going to happen in my life and the places that I was going to be and that I was going to achieve. And this plan that I had all set out to get to that end goal. And it has changed so much over 10 years that it's still hard for me to even realize, but it has gotten me to where I want to be. So I guess almost to get me to my goal, I had to throw those goals out the window and take it step by step, which has been a challenge for a person like me who does prefer to have things organized, set out in a timeline. How are we going to do this? What's our plan? How are we going to get there? And to kind of just fly by the seat of my pants has been a more interesting challenge than I thought it was going to be. And it has come with a lot of sacrifices. If you would ask me when I was 22, I'm going to be like, I'm going to be in New York City. I'm going to be on the Today Show. I'm going to be this. I'm going to be that. And not to say that those still don't exist in my heart. It's just, I also am like, hey, I'm in a great place. I'm with great people. I have great job stability and a great place to family. And I'm close to my family, which is so important to me too. So it's funny how it starts to shift a little bit as the years go on.
What are you currently in process of letting go of?
Honestly, I would say it came this weekend. There's so much going on and so many important things going on and good conversations being had and good growth, I think, happening in so many people. And I was getting so frustrated on social media. I just felt like I was getting so consumed by what was being said and the terrible way people were talking to each other and talking about other people. And so Friday, finished the noon show, 12:35. I just deleted Twitter and I deleted Facebook from my phone. I didn't delete them entirely. I deleted them from my phone. And I just went out and walked. And I walked my whole neighborhood. I looked around. I'm like, oh, my neighborhood has like so many different people, and they're all being so supportive and encouraging. And they're all smiling at each other. Honestly, I just forgot that people smile at each other. I realized that like the good in people is happening outside. People that are good, that are making change, are doing things out in the world. They're not sitting on social media fighting with strangers on the internet. And it took just the weekend of stepping away and deleting and realizing that, yes, social media is a very important tool and it plays a role in our everyday lives, but also it is not the end all be all